Wow, that's a 40-degree start. Let's turn the driving lights on. Doesn't appear to have hazards. I think this engine sounds fine on a cold start. A lot of criticism. I never did an introduction, of course. As you know, this is a Husqvarna 901. It is not the Expedition, but they are letting me really interested in the Expedition. And this seat, wow, this seat is wide. I think you can see the steering stabilizer down low on it. They say the lights are backlit on this. Wow, these pegs are high on this. This engine is amazingly smooth. You know, the comments are this engine rattles and it's rough when you start it. Something must have changed in the last year, because this engine doesn't sound rough. This engine sounds amazing. Very smooth. I'm really surprised how high the foot pegs. Let's see if the quick shifter works. Yep, quick shifter's working. Cancel the gear indicator's not working. So this is a Husqvarna 901, about 470 pounds, 105 horsepower, 21-inch front tire. Does not have, I'm really interested in the Expedition, but this bike is shorter. Again, for those of you who are not very tall, I shouldn't say that. That sounded insulting. I don't want it to sound insulting. For those of you who don't have a 32-inch inseam, you should take a hard look at this bike, because this is definitely lower to the ground. The seat is very comfortable and very, very wide. Very nice. Let's see if the cruise control works. Oh, I got cruise. That's a must for me, is cruise control, in my opinion. A lot of negatives about the mirrors. I like the round mirrors. Can I shift while I'm in cruise? I can shift while I'm in cruise. She doesn't like that gear. Oh, the cruise control is nice. Let's go down a couple. I can down click in the cruise, up click in the cruise. Very nice. This is my turn. When I turn the brake on, it cancels the cruise. Okay, we're in first gear. Let's do a nice turn. Cancel the steering. Wow, very nice. Beautiful bike. I want to say I'm in fifth gear. I'm not going to lug her down. She doesn't like. Let's see how the brakes are. Brakes are excellent. Beautiful machine. Quick shifter is very nice. This is showing 38 degrees. I want to say my climb gloves, my Climb Badlands GTX long gloves are excellent. I've been wanting to ride this bike for a long time. You guys can probably hear the gears in my head turning, right? The gears in my head are turning. The pegs are very high. I think Ian on Big Rock Moto, he might have lowered the pegs on his bike. He tends to do that. And this bike feels, because of the wide seat, higher than it is. I can flat foot it, I can stand up. I do have inches underneath me on it. Guys, I'm speechless. You definitely feel, one, I feel the steering stabilizer down there. You feel that, and you do feel the big front tire. And of course, this has the shorter windscreen. There is a taller windscreen for the bike. Okay, now I'm in 6th gear and she's lugging. She's just substantial. She's just a substantial bike, but very light. Very light. 5th. 4th. I don't know why I'm locked out of the gear screen. 3rd. 2nd. 1st. Cruise is very nice. I'm kind of speechless. I'm gonna go back to the dealer and see if they can unlock that screen. I have no idea why people put mufflers on these bikes. I really don't. This, to me, I have earplugs in. This bike sounds beautiful. I wish I had the gear indicator up here. There's not much more. Not sure why it's in transport lock. And I'm not going to make a right on red here. This is a odd intersection. The sound of this engine is fantastic, and someone on YouTube, I'm not going to mention their names, they would start theirs up and it sounded terrible compared to this one. This one sounds beautiful, and ton of pull. 100, you definitely know this thing has low end grunt. Let's click this up. Alright, 6th gear. Let's see if she grunts up. She'll pull herself out. Just a beautiful engine. Just beautiful. Your knees are very far apart because of the style. The fuel tank is at the bottom of the bike. That's why it's very light. The weight is very, very low on this bike. The weight is very low on this bike, and you feel it. I can feel that big front tire. The 22 in front, it's not bad. The ride, I mean, this is not the best of roads. The ride is excellent. Let's try the brakes. Brakes are excellent. Quick shifter is excellent. It's light, but where your legs are positioned, you would think you're on a bigger bike, you know, just because the body part of it is so big. You would think you're on a bigger bike, but in reality you're not. It's a mid-size bike, and it's probably one of the only one I think lighter than this bike is the Honda Transalp, and that bike is very light. The quick shifter is excellent. I'll turn my signal on. There's no real hazards here. I pulled over to take some drive-by shots with my Insta360 camera on a tripod. And by the way, I don't blame that individual for staring at me. I look like an alien in this outfit. There is nothing I don't like about these KTM engines, and even though this is a Husqvarna, it has a KTM engine, transmission, electronics, and suspension, and it gets even better in the Norden 901 Expedition. I haven't done this in a while. I used to do it on my off-road riding videos. I call this section of the video Run Silent, Run Deep. And I really try to give you the sense of what it's like to ride the motorcycle without me talking. So, for the next several minutes is just great visual of the motorcycle, my view of riding this bike from my helmet camera, and what my microphone picks up, and just enjoy it. I'm not going to talk anymore. Thank you for taking your valuable time to watch my video and support my channel. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with a friend. Take care and God bless.